What is good, guys? Michael Hernan here at MD After Dark here. Sorry I haven't been that active, just been finished up with college and that stuff, a lot of exams and that stuff, been very busy time. But I have returned home now, and yeah, I'm looking forward to making more videos like this and making a podcast. I'm going the podcast back up again, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, I'm just gonna make a short video here about what to expect from college football this weekend. So there are two games this weekend. First of all, you got, of course, Army Navy, and then you have Boise State and Washington as well. I'll also Heisman Award is tomorrow, so I'll also touch a little bit on that as well. But first of all, looking at Army Navy, when you think Army Navy, you think defense and triple option. You know, these two, Army Navy, they still run their triple option, but they kind of modernize it. Like, you say Army last year, they definitely modernized theirs. They threw the ball more than they ever had with Bryson Daly on their center. But that was because he was a good quarterback. But I'm no offense to Cale Helms, but Bryson Daly was very good. Army, so of course Daly is gone, and now here comes Cale Helms, who's leading the team in passing and rushing as well. So watch out for him. But Navy, I think Navy's the better squad here. You know, they're returning Blake Horvath from last year, leading them to the victory last year. And of course, Alex Teska is making a return, and then Eli Heinderich has been really good for Navy this year. I'm looking at those three runners. Horvath can throw the football, and he can run the football as well. I mean, I think this is probably one of the better Navy teams that we've seen, but I think last year's squad was better, but this year's Navy squad is not a slouch. But I think that Navy, of course, they're favored by 7. On paper, they should absolutely blow out Army, but because this is Army-Navy, I have Navy winning this one around the final score about 21-16, I'd definitely say. I think Navy puts up some scores. Blake Horvath is going to have a field day throwing and running the football. Teska, Heinderich, they'll get some carries as well. And I think the defense limits Cale Helms at the end of the day. So, yeah, I got Navy in that one, but expect a lot of triple option, expect a lot of defense. And those people that like offense, yeah, this is not a game for you. And the second game I want to touch is the LA Bowl between Boise State and Washington. This is the very last LA Bowl that we're ever going to see because they are going out of service or stuff like that. They don't have enough funds to continue the game. But anyways, Boise State, the Mountain West champion. I'm looking forward to Maddox Madsen's kind of had the down year this year. I'm looking for him to get on his footing. And then also, Boise State's got a really good running game. Not as good as last year with Ashton Genty, but they got some good backs this year. Dylan Riley and Sire Gaines have been the two that have been very solid this year. I'm very sorry if the camera's shaky. It's on handheld recording. But anyways, and then of course, I love their tight end, Matt Lauder. Matt Lauder's just an underrated tight end in the country. I really like Lauder. I think he'll be big in this one as well. And expect a little bit of the receivers try to get some action as well. But, of course, against that Washington front, I'm expected a little bit more pass. I think Riley and Sire Gaines definitely will have some misery on the ground running the football. But I expect to see Maddox Madsen will be the big key in this one. And then Washington, of course, Demond Williams Jr. has had a good year this year, except for the Badgers. Yeah. But they also have a really good running back in Jonah Coleman. Coleman, of course, is their main back. And then the receiver, of course, are led by Denzel Boston. Denzel Boston is, like, their guy. He was around when the big three of Washington was there. Jalen Polk, Jalen McMillan, and I'm blanking. Oh, yeah, Roma Dunze. Yeah, those three. He was around with those three. He's a very veteran receiver. I'm looking forward for Denzel Boston to get a lot of targets and make a lot of catches this game. And I think Boise State has a very good defensive front as well. So I think both teams are going to struggle running the football in this one. I'm going to expect to see a lot more pass. And because of that, I think Demond Williams is the better quarterback. I think he's going to make plays. He's going to use his legs. He's going to throw the ball, especially to Denzel Boston as well. I think this will be around in the 20s. I have Washington winning this one 27-24. And this one against the Mountain West champion, the Boise State Broncos. And then one more thing I want to touch on is the Heisman Trophy race. So the Heisman Trophy this year is between Indiana's Fernando Mendoza, Ohio State's Julian Sayin, Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love, and then I think it is Alabama. Oh, no, not Alabama quarterback. Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia. So it's between those four. I think Fernando Mendoza will win the Heisman this year. He won the AP College Football Player of the Year. I think Mendoza will take that home. I think he's been the better quarterback this year. Um, I mean, he just looks like an NFL quarterback. He looks like a Jared Goff in my eyes. That pocket passer, completion percentage type guy. I mean, he looks like that type of dude. And plus, like, for lead Indiana to 13-0. Are you serious? Yeah, give me Fernando Mendoza. I think Mendoza easily wins the Heisman. But anyways, this is a little short video. What I expect from Army Navy, the LA Bowl between Boise State and Washington, and the Heisman race. So that's all I got. A little bit short video. I'll make a longer video about my thoughts about the college football playoff, how I think that's gonna go. That will be a lot longer, but I kind of just want to get a short video, try to get some content out for you guys, so that way Trey's not doing all the work. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and see you in the next one.